Your local papers have officially hit the steps today, and joining me to give us an outlook on what you can expect to read this week is Nikki Wesley. So thank you for joining us, and why don't you share with us what's happening around the region?
Absolutely. So this week in the Oakville Beaver and also in the Milton Champion, there's a very sad story about Jackson Norwood, who unfortunately died earlier in May. He died from a fentanyl overdose. His parents, Lori and Graham, spoke with reporter David Lee about the tragic circumstances that ended their son's life. And you know, he was a great kid, very artsy, but just really bad luck, and you know, happened to take a street drug that was laced.
And I mean, it's amazing for the parents to share this story. I can only imagine how hard it is, but the significance, especially for other parents to be reading, and of course the students, because we are seeing this crisis now.
Yes.
With the fentanyl.
And you know, reading David Lee's story, you know, the parents did speak with him. They were aware, and they gave him, you know, warnings, and they were getting him help, and it just wasn't enough. So they wanted, exactly like you're saying, to help other parents and help, you know, bring awareness to students that this is a real thing and this is real life, and you know, please be careful.
And it is right here in our community.
Absolutely.
That's the biggest message as well.
Yeah. Not just Toronto, not just big cities, it's in Halton.
Right. Now, as we head into Oakville, I believe you had a story coming out of there as well.
Yes. So Andre Adam, who's a grade 11 student, started an online petition for the town of Oakville to declare climate change emergency. And Andre, very inspiring young man, but recognizing that you know, over in the UK, student rallies had, you know, caused change, and he was saying, you know, it's his generation that's going to have to deal with the climate crisis and going forward. It's not the people who are, you know, in power right now. So it's almost, I mean, not that it's just up to his generation, but his generation should be standing up and saying, hey, this is something that we need to address. And I believe at this point his online petition has more than 12,000 signatures on it.
Wow, amazing. And I do believe Burlington just declared that as well. Roy
Yes.
Neeson had submitted that there was a climate emergency as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful.
So people are getting on board.
Yeah, and up in Milton.
So up in Milton, Steve and Leslie Wiseman, who were the majors at the Salvation Army for the last 9 years, they're actually moving on to Edmonton. And editor, Steve LeBlanc, caught up with them and just outlined the last 9 years. You know, they've done some absolutely incredible things, including serving over the 9-year span, a double client base. So their client base has almost doubled, and they've successfully, you know, brought the community together to help serve those folks. Also, they spoke about the big move to their new location on Nipissing Road, and just the lovely community that they found here in Milton. And there will be a celebration for them on June 22nd at the Nipissing location, just like a goodbye party.
Great. Well, thank you very much for joining us here today. And again, those papers are available as of now, and you can also access tons more to read online at their website, insidehalton.com. Make sure you follow them on Facebook and on Instagram to check out where the reporters are and what they'll be covering over the next week.